Welcome back to the Photography Clips podcast. Are you trapped in a cycle of procrastination, watching your camera collect dust as golden opportunities slip through your fingers? I've been in that exact spot, my creativity held captive by indecision and delay. But take heart, there's a pathway to freedom, and I've walked it. Follow along with me to learn how you can liberate your passion for photography and turn it into something truly flourishing. I remember staring at my camera bag, knowing that a world of possibilities lay just a zipper away. But there it sat, unopened. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Many of us grapple with procrastination, that cunning thief that steals our time and creative energy. I've been there, frozen in hesitation, stuck in a cycle of what-ifs and maybes. But here's how I broke free. And you can too. There was a point when I had to confront my procrastination head-on. I asked myself, why am I putting this off? Was it the fear of imperfect shots or the overwhelming choices in post-production settings? For me, it was the fear of not living up to my expectations. Your reason might differ, but trust me, identifying it is half the battle won. I got tired of aimless shoots and random edits. I wanted to master long exposure photography, so I penned it down. It wasn't just a vague wish. I made it a SMART goal. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. I went from saying, I want to get better at photography, to saying, I will capture 10 long exposure shots that I'm proud of in the next 2 months. I used to underestimate the power of a to-do list until I made one myself. It included everything: cleaning my lenses, choosing locations, and even setting aside time for editing. Each checked-off item felt like a small victory, propelling me to tackle the next task. The first thing I did, I took my camera out of the bag. Simple, but it got the ball rolling. If the idea of a photo shoot seems overwhelming, start by just charging your camera battery. Trust me, one action begets another. I was a serial procrastinator who loved the word later. Well, later never came. Then I started setting aside a few hours solely for photography. This non-negotiable schedule forced me to respect my commitment. I made my working space a haven, free from the usual disturbances. It's amazing how much you can accomplish when your phone isn't buzzing every 2 minutes. This might sound strange, but short breaks were game changers for me. I adopted the Pomodoro technique, allowing myself short breaks to refresh and refocus. It's not wasted time. It's strategic recharging. My best photography friend became my accountability partner. I'd share my weekly goals and achievements with him, knowing he'd call me out if I slacked off. Having someone to answer adds an extra layer of motivation. Here's a simple plan I followed that you can use too. Self-assessment. Acknowledge the reasons behind your procrastination. Define SMART goals. Craft clear and achievable objectives. Create a detailed to-do list. Break down the process into manageable tasks. Get started with the easiest task. One small action can kickstart your momentum. Time block your activities. Allocate dedicated slots for photography. Establish a focused workspace. Keep distractions at bay. Use the Pomodoro technique for breaks. Work in focused sprints with brief breaks. Seek accountability. Share your plans and progress with someone you trust. Celebrate your achievements. Reward yourself for every win, no matter how small. The cycle of procrastination can be debilitating, but it's also breakable. The steps I've shared here are what worked for me and transformed my relationship with photography. Sure, it's still a work in progress, but aren't we all? By consistently applying these methods, I've developed habits that help me sidestep procrastination and enjoy the journey. And that's where the magic happens. When deeply engaged in the process, your photography exceeds mere tasks to enrich the experience. So don't wait for the elusive, perfect moment. Sometimes you've got to create it yourself. Take that camera out and start clicking. The world awaits the beauty that only your lens can capture. Once again, thank you so much for listening to the Photography Clips podcast. It means so much to me. Now go and enjoy the beauty of God's creation through your lens.